Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, we got a snowstorm. It's hitting again, so we're gonna go outside and do a little tour of camp, and then we're gonna come back in here and hang out. And as you can tell, Sierra's super excited to see everybody. I tell you, she's crazy. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm up here at about, let's see, I'm at about 9,500 feet, and it's been snowing pretty much all day. It started snowing about 8 a.m. and actually no, about 7 a.m. And then after that, it just snowed straight through until maybe about an hour ago. And then I had about an hour's worth of solar that I could harvest for my battery. I'm only at like 25% right now. Anyway, I harvested some solar for a little bit, and now the storm showed up again. So let's go outside. I want to show you camp and how much snow came in. Sierra, you want to go with me? You want to go outside? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, good girl. All right, I got to put you down for a second on the wood pile log and throw on my snowy shoes because there's lots of snow outside. But it snowed pretty much all morning, and then, like I said, all afternoon as well. And so, coming out here, we got. Let's see. This will kind of show over here. This is how much snow is built up on the side. So I kind of all sloughed off. That's probably the most accumulation or most of the snow drift area. And then we got like probably 3 inches, 4 inches up here. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was enough to definitely have a good winter experience. But the temps are just super cold. So I think it's about 18 up here right now because I'm up pretty high. And then if we turn around this way and look, you can see the mountains kind of peeking through the clouds a little bit finally. So yeah, then the pipe there for Kyle, yeah, that's the new stovepipe that I got. And then also the new spark arrestor up there, the little mesh thing. So I had to get that for this season because the other stovepipe, it was just too damaged that I had. And let's see, where'd Sierra go? Sierra girl. She found something in the snow. Look at her over there playing. What are you doing, girl? What's up? What you doing? Come here. Come here. This is what she does in the snow. She'll just play like this the whole time. Come on, girl. Let's go in this. Hey, let's go in the tent. Come on. Come here. So you can tell she's pretty stoked. All right, come on, girl. Let's go over here. So what's coming in is you can see. You walk around here. You can see like this front that's coming in right here. This has got a bunch of snow in it. It's coming in right now. Come on, Sierra. Let's go this way. Oh, you need to go to the bathroom? Go. Okay. Anyway, but it's been awesome. My friends were here last night. They camped with me for a little bit, and then they took out this morning. They were truck camping, and they had a little generator with them. And I was surprised. I actually slept really good, even though I had that generator sound going. Just to let you know, I did set up the vestibule room, and so if you look down here, I stored all my wood on both sides, and so got it like this right here. I've got about 2 weeks worth of wood, so I'm going to stay here for 2 weeks. I've got my truck's going to go into the shop on December 9th, and I'm going to get my rack and pinion replaced. And so, and just a real quick update of how I'm doing. I'm up to like 155 pounds now, so it's slow going, but I'm gaining weight, and I'm feeling a little bit better each day. My headaches are gone, which is good. And Sierra's doing really well. She's having fun, obviously. You can see her running around in the snow like crazy. So come on, girl. Man, I tell you what, this temperature, as soon as that sun goes away, it drops like crazy out here. Sierra, come on. She's way over there. So she'll be over here shortly. Wanted to let y'all know I got a jerry can for the back here. So I'm carrying 5 gallons of gas in that. And then I've got the Icon Lifesaver water container with the water purifier built in. It's going to go in the other one. So come on, girl. Where you at? Sierra. There you are. So, all right, you ready to go inside? Let's go inside. Come here. There you go. All right, we're gonna go inside now because it's cold out here, and I only have like this light wool sweatshirt on. So I'll get caught up on questions and stuff like that when we get in here. I just wanted to give you all a quick tour of where I'm camping, and it's really nice because I've got really good cell reception up here for the router, and so I think the video should come in really good. If there's any skips or anything, let me know. But I think it should probably do do pretty good. Let me do this real quick. This zipper here, it's giving me problems last year. And if I got to hold down on both sides, and then it'll zip up proper. So let's do this real quick. All right, we're good. All right, so how is everybody? Let me turn on some lights here, and we'll get going. I think I hear the snow just now hitting the outside. But like I said, I'm planning on staying here for 2 weeks. I was in Arizona. I was over there hanging out with some friends of mine at their off-grid ranch, and had a really nice time over there with them, just relaxing. And it was nice for me to kind of sit still and stay in one spot for a little bit and kind of focus on my health. So that was really good. So let's see here. Let me go back. I'm going to go back to the front here and just see. So Eric C, you asked if I was back in Colorado. If I'm back in Colorado, yeah, I am back in Colorado. In Central Colorado just for a couple weeks. Let's see here. What else we got? Watching from Austin. Hope to see some snow. Mike G, what's up, man? Definitely some snow here. All right, let's see what else have we got. Greetings from the great state of Missouri. What's up, Vaughn? Hope you're doing well. Let's see who else have we got. Nissa, did you say? Yeah, Danielle. I'm in Colorado at the moment. So, and then Kyle, I gave that weight update just for everybody who's just now tuning in. I'm up to about 155 pounds now. I'm not sleeping that great, but I'm hanging in there. I mean, I look tired, but it's all good. I mean, I'll get some rest. And so I'm thinking after that I get done with winter camping here, and I'm filming a ton right now so that I can kick out a bunch of videos because I love doing this winter camping stuff, and I think it's cool to share it. But it's tiring. And so when I'm done with this, I think I'm going to go stay at a hot springs for a couple, maybe 3 or 4 days, and just kind of just relax and get like massages and stuff like that and try to get my body right. Because I know that pushing it like this, I probably won't gain any weight out here. I'll probably just stay this weight, or maybe even lose a little bit. So, all right, let's see what else have we got here. Can't wait to get back on the trail. Looks like a hippie actual. That's cool that you got a Yoda. So, all right, let's see what else have we got. You got a Sequoia overland with the kids. That's cool, man. Those are great trucks. That bumper that I had, that rear bumper from Brute Force Fab, those fit on Sequoias too. I think Sequoias. All right, cool. It looks like I'm all done. See, like JP Merrick, how's the cabin? Well, this is my cabin this winter, so hanging out in the cabin here. The cabin that I was at over in Arizona, that's my buddy's place, and so I was out hanging out with them, and they're just about done building it out, and they're gonna move into that for the wintertime. Hang on, I want to put another light up, but they're gonna move into that in the wintertime, and it's coming along really good. Like, they did tons of work on the insulation, and I was impressed with all the work that they got done while I was there on both the shed that I was staying in, and then their own residence that they're gonna be living in. So it's pretty cool to see their off-grid property come together, because right after they got that place, I went and visited them, and then I hadn't been there since. And so showing back up this time and seeing how much progress they made was really cool. So let's get to this closer. I need to put some logs in the fire in the stove. So just an update. Let me show you here. This is missing a piece at the moment. I didn't take out the damper. So if you see here on the stovepipe, this piece is still the old piece, and this is the damper for it. And so that I'll probably get that switched out when I break down the stove, this go around when I'm done camping. And so let's see here. Those lights are not that bright. Let's see, maybe they'll get better as the evening comes on. So sorry about that. But the stove here is working great. Everything's going good with it. I love how beat up it is and how much patina it has on it for me using it for the past 5 years. And I wanted to show you real quick. So if you ever camp with a wood stove in your either tent or like your cabin, it's nice to have a bed of coals like this, but the problem is that when it breaks down, it breaks down to like this little ash that you'll have on the bottom. And I just ashed this, so it's kind of hard to see it. Let's see if I can get some. Yeah, I can't really see it. I just ashed it a bunch. But here's an example of like the ash that accumulates in your bottom of your stove. And what that'll do is if enough of that gets in there, it'll actually snuff out your fire. Because if you just keep putting logs in there and just stuffing it in there, and then all that ash is in there. That ash actually will act like an insulator, and you won't, like, your stove will just become ineffective. And then eventually it just, just gets cold in here, and then you realize that you need to clean your stove. So you kind of learn those things the hard way back here. I had to learn all this stuff trial by fire. It's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to clean my stove probably every day, if I'm running it every day or most of the day. And then same with the stovepipe. It's like there was one time where I was winter camping, and the winter camping was really intense for like a week, and I was just running my stove nonstop, and I was using wood that wasn't seasoned, and my stovepipe got clogged up, and so I had backdraft in here one night, and I was like, "What's going on?" I didn't realize it. So it's just little stuff like that you learn. So it's Mayo. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for that super chat there. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So Baby Yoda. So the bracket that I have is from Brute Force Fab. So you may want to look them up and see if that would work on yours. So Josh, watch it now, man. The ash stuff. So okay. So how am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling better. My headaches are gone, which is good. The lowest I got down to, I was down in like the mid 130s for my weight. I'm up to 155 now, or 153 actually. But I'm feeling better. It's just slow going. I'm really tired, so I'm just eating a ton, trying to put weight on. So all right, let's see. So Rob, you're asking about how living in the shed compares to the canvas tent. The shed was fun, but that was just a band-aid, because I didn't have all my winter camping gear with me, and the temperatures were getting down to like 11 degrees at night, and it just wasn't comfortable for truck camping. And so I stayed in there. We just threw all my stuff in there just as a temporary fix. And if push comes to shove, I'd rather be out in the tent. I love being out here. I like how the tent kind of makes me more exposed to the elements, and I don't. I feel like I'm kind of more. I don't know, more connected with nature when I'm in a house. You get that divide in between you and the outdoors, and it just I don't know. For me, I just prefer being out here. So all right, let's see. Faith, so you're asking me what let me do this here. I think I can make this pin message. So if I pin the message, yeah, okay, so here it is. So do you wake up in the middle of the night to put wood on fire? Yes, I do. Probably like 2 times a night right now, because the wood that I'm using is just it's average hardwoods. If I get really good hardwoods like black walnut or oak or hedge, then you can get like 6-hour burns out of them, and so you can sleep for like 6 full hours, or pretty much 7 hours, and then after that, you got to stoke the stove. So it really depends on the type of wood that you're using. But yeah, you do have to get up and stoke the stove. All right, let's see what else have we got. There was one more question that was before that. So, what snow boots do I use? So JP Merrick was asking about the snow boots. Right now, I don't have any snow boots with me, so I'm using my my fly fishing boots, my Sims fly fishing boots that are insulated. But and that's just a band-aid for a moment. I just forgot to pick up my snow boots from the shipping container. But I do want to get some different boots, though. I want to get the Asolos. I think it's the Drifter, Drifter boots. I tried to get them when I was in Flagstaff, but they didn't have them at the REI there. So I'm going to contact Asolo and see if I can get those, because those are really great boots. I like those a lot. All right, let's see what else have we got. Did you make any changes to your current setup? So 513 Overland is asking me about this current setup, and I'm assuming you're asking about the tent. And the tent, no, this tent's awesome. This thing's bulletproof. It's really it can stand up to anything. It's like a little house. The only drawback to it is that it's a lot of gear, and so it takes a while to set everything up. And so that's the biggest, I would say, downside to this setup. But overall, that's a minor setback or a minor inconvenience due to all the comfort that you can get with this. I'm going to turn on a light here and see if this helps with Samuel. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's see. Let's do it like this. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. But I would like to go a little bit more lightweight, and that's where I was thinking of like the Snow Trekker. That one that's an all canvas tent. It's like pretty much a backpacking tent. And when I say winter backpacking, you'd go with like a hip sled with like a toboggan or something like that. And so I'd like to experiment with something like that. I probably won't do it this winter. I'll probably just stick with this for now. and I've got some plans for the truck, and then I'm also looking at property in Arizona right now to possibly get my own place. So I'm trying to keep my expenses a little bit lower at the moment. So I probably won't get that snow tracker, because like all in, I'd have to change out most of my gear. I have to get a new stove, new sleeping bag, like all new gear that's kind of more fitted for that sort of camping style, because you basically just walk into the wilderness areas and camp anywhere you want during the winter. So I'd have to get all new gear for that, and you're looking at probably like $3 or $4 grand of investment on that. So all right, I'm kind of blinded right now because I tried to use my headlamp to like shine on my face, and it's too bright, so I can't really see the questions. So update on Sierra's health. Robert Jackson was asking. So she just got the crystals in her urine, and it looks like she doesn't have cancer. So that was a little bit of a false scare there. The vet did say that there's something causing these crystals. They don't know what's causing so much of it. So we got to get to the root of that. But I mean, she seems to be doing great. She doesn't have any more blood in her stool, and she hasn't since we did the antibiotics, and she got all squared away with that. So she's doing a lot better. She is still kind of tired from time to time, and I noticed that she'll like just kind of putter out and just stop doing whatever. But overall, she seems to be doing pretty good. So I'm really pleased. And I did have her checked out when I was in Sedona by another vet there, and they said that she was in good health. So let's see. So to Andy Moss, am I meeting up with Down to Mob soon? I actually just hung out with Down to Mob. I went over to his ranch and in Arizona when I was out there hanging out, and I posted a video about that to my channel a couple of days ago. So, but yeah, Phil's awesome. I don't know if he's going to come out here anytime soon. I'm planning on going back to Arizona probably mid-December, but we'll see how that schedule all shakes out. So let's see, have animals tried to get into your tent? Just basically field mice, and that's why you got to keep your food like locked up and stored away like in a fridge or a cooler. A lot of people in the wintertime, they say, oh, you just store your food outside, or they get on my case that I use a refrigerator. And it's like, the animals don't mysteriously disappear when it gets cold out. So you got to keep your stuff locked away. So if you got a lot of food out, you'll notice that I've actually sat here at night and seen little field mice that'll try to come in underneath the tent here. They'll like climb it, they'll like go underneath the tent and try to come out this little opening and come into the tent. So that's pretty much the only animals that I've had. I've never had any big animals come around, which is great. So like right now it's still bear season. Like the bears haven't gone into their hibernating state yet. So they're still running around, so I have to be kind of mindful of that. So a lot of my cooking stuff is in the truck. I do have my fridge in here, but I don't have anything in it that's like super, got a major odor. So overall, that's just, you got to watch out for like the little field mice that try to get in. So hang on, I got to turn this down. It's getting really hot. It's sitting right next to the stove. And just so that people, if people are unaware how to run a wood stove, there's two ways to control the airflow. You have the airflow control on the front here, and this is just a little knob that you can turn that allows air to either come in or, be restricted a little bit more. You can actually turn it all the way off if you want to snuff out your fire. And then on the back there, that's the most important. That's called the damper right there. There's basically a big cylinder or a big circular thing, flat circular, like a massive just metal piece in there that this little metal rod goes through. And then when you turn it, it can either shut the airflow in the stovepipe or open it up. And so if you have it opened up all the way like this and have the airflow all the way open on the front, obviously it's going to be the hottest, but you're going to burn through your resources the fastest. And so what I'll typically do is I'll put this down when I load it up, like I just did with 3 pieces. I'll put it down to about 30%, and then I'll come back here and I'll dial this back down to about, I'd say about 25%. And that way, it's still a good burn through there, but I'm not going to be burning through all my stuff super fast. And also too, it's like, you don't want to sit here and have your windows open just because you're running your stove too hot. That's kind of a waste of resources. So, all right, let's see. So Kendra, you had asked if I have people trying to steal from me. I actually pack up the majority of my stuff in here when I need to go into town. So like the lithium ion battery, any solar panels that I have outside, the fridge, obviously my computer, drone, stuff like that. All that stuff goes with me. So when I leave here, if I go run into town, it takes me about 30 minutes to pack up. And so, but I'll leave like, you know, my sleeping bag and bedroll and all that stuff. But I do that because it's like I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to have somebody just pop their head in and go, oh look, there's a MacBook, and just take it, because there goes all my work. So I think that that's just one of the things that I need to do when I'm out here is take all that stuff in with me, and then it gives me peace of mind when I'm in town. I don't have to worry about, you know, is anybody back there taking my stuff. And so, but I haven't ever had anybody that I know of come into my tents when I'm gone. A lot of times I'll put a lock on the front of the zipper, just a little padlock, and no one ever messes with it. But you got to think too, there's not a lot of people back here, so I think that people pretty much just stay away. Moreover, it's people are, if I hear people walking by, they'll be like, "Wow, that's a cool looking tent. I wonder if we could check it out." And then I'll invite them in, and someone say, "Yeah, you're welcome to see it." So, all right, let's see what else have we got here. I think I'm really far behind on stuff here. Let's see. You don't mind packing them at the bare minimum. Let's see. Okay. I caught up on all that. Okay, what's up? Keep it real, brother. Thank you, Jonathan. Let's see. So Kyle, when am I showing Phil winter tent camping with the stove? Hopefully soon. I'd love it if he came out here. And I think he's going to put a wood stove in his A-liner. So that A-liner camper that he's got on his ranch, I think that what he's going to do is do a little remodel on that, and like I said, dial it in with the stove. And then he was asking me, like, you know, which stove should I get and all those things. So that'd be pretty cool if he dialed that in. He could bring that out here and come camp with me, which would be really, really sweet. So I'd like to show him how to winter camp with the tent with the wood stove. And I mean, I think it's awesome. So the only thing is, it's a lot of work. So, so show that loves planning. No, I'm not on my friend's property anymore. I'm actually in the National Forest right now. But I was over there at my buddy's place, or at their place, for like 2 weeks, or actually no, I guess like 3 weeks. I was there for quite a while, but I'm gonna go head back there probably the middle part of December. So, but until then, I'm just gonna bounce around Colorado and probably Utah, and it's all gonna be based on, you know, the closures, if there's any closures or anything like that. So let's see here. What else have we got? All right. What else? Tell us what. I don't understand what that comment means. See, so Kevin, what's the highest elevation I've hiked there? Well, in Colorado, I mean, the highest mountain's like, I think it's Mount Elbert, which is 14,400 and something. I've been to the top of that. So, but I'm not a big fan of the 14ers. Reason being is that it's just, they're too crowded these days, and it's just kind of a pain. Like you go up there and you see like 50,000 people on these trails, and it's just not for me. So a lot of the 14ers too, a lot of people don't realize there's tons of places to fish on a lot of those mountains. And so I would rather hike up there and go fishing than hike up there and do a 14er trail. So, oh, so Faye, you're asking about the one person tent that I use. That's just basically to keep my campsite if I want to come back to the same truck camping site. Because when I leave, you know, if I'm truck camping, I pack up all my stuff. And so that tent's just kind of like a placeholder for me. And then when I come back, you know, I'll break it down, and then that way I can keep the same campsite. So a lot of people ask about that, and sometimes I'll sleep in it. It's like I've slept in it a couple of times when I've gone backpacking. If I've truck camped at a high elevation, when I've been fly fishing and I want to go camp up over a pass or something like that, I'll grab that and a small little sleeping bag that's here, and I both fit in, and we'll go sleep in that for the night. So let's see. And Jimmy, yeah, I'm using two 100-watt suitcases, those foldable suitcases from Renogy, and those work really well. Those are well built, and so I like those a lot. And I'm using the MaxHug Blue Eddy 150, the EB 150 for my battery. So those are working out really well with it, and I really like it. All right, let's see here. To Jacqueline, yeah, I'm looking at places. I mean, if I can find like a really cool off-grid place in the middle of nowhere, and I mean nowhere, then I would get it. So there's a couple places that I'm talking to a realtor about right now, but we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, if something good comes along, I can get it. So, all right. Brian said a while ago you might purchase a new tent. Yeah. So Almi, you were asking about I was talking about the snow trucker tent. I was going to do that, but I've decided not to. And so I'll probably just stick with this tent for the winter, and then maybe next winter get that snow trucker tent. So, all right, let's see what else have we got. Any dispensaries sponsor me? No, unfortunately, Kyle, no dispensaries have sponsored me. So I don't know if I could do that because YouTube's kind of iffy about stuff like that if it's not legalized across the entire country. So Cuppy, you were asking about the stove and the tent, like where I got it. The tent is the Cabela's Bighorn 3, and it's the outfitter's tent. It's in their outfitter section. The stove itself, this stove right here is a 4-dog stove. This is the 3-dog DX model. They don't make the metal ones anymore. They just make titanium, and so they're really expensive, but they're literally a third of the weight. And so, but this stove is incredible. I've used this stove now for 5 seasons, and it's just bulletproof. It just keeps on going. Really, really warm. It's great to cook over. I mean, I love it. I can't say enough good things about that company. So 4-Dog Stoves is the company that I use for the stoves here. Let me get underneath the light a little bit. It's starting to get pretty dark in here because the sun's going down. I wanted to do this live stream a little earlier because I figured I'd probably have a little bit of less light in here, and I didn't want to have it to be where it was all blown out or all dark. So, all right, let's see what else. Do you plan on doing any catch and cook videos? Yeah, I mean, I've done them with my fishing stuff, so I just haven't been fishing a bunch lately because I've been feeling good. But once next season starts up for fishing, I definitely will do that. So, okay, you're asking about the Russian bear tent. To 62 main man. Yeah, I was thinking about going the Russian tent route because I had that company hit me up from Russia, but I know this tent so well, and I know how to set it up, and I've just used it for 5 years, so it's like it's easy for me to operate in. I know exactly how to do everything. So getting like a new tent and learning a new style for this style of tent camping in the winter. And by what I mean with this style, like having the floor in the tent, and it's a little bit more of glamping in my opinion, as opposed to like the snow trucker, which is the backpacking tent for winter camping. So like, if I didn't want to, if I was going to get a different tent, I didn't want to do a lateral move. I wanted to either go like backpacking route or go like super big with a really comfortable tent. So I'm just going to be sticking with this tent for the meantime. All right. What make of the lights you use in your tent? So Andy, you were asking about the lights that I'm using. These are just those 2 lights that are right there. They're BioLite sunlights, and so they're just nice little like they got a little solar panel on the back. They got a full spectrum of colors, real easy to recharge. They got a little kickstand on it, so I like those a lot. Those are good. All right, let's see here. What else have we got? Pen. Oh, and then also I was talking to Baron and Elsa, and they may come up here tomorrow. I was talking to Baron on text, and they may come up here tomorrow, and we're going to connect tomorrow at some time, but I don't know how the roads will be up here, but if they're good, they may come up here and camp, which would be kind of cool. So we'll be up here doing it in the cold weather again. So let's see, what else have we got? So PA Fowler, you're asking about the topper that I was thinking about. So it's the AT Overland Atlas topper, and I really like that one. That's a good topper, so that's what I'll be going with. So let me unpin this here. And then you're asking about, ever think about traveling, GP Merrick, you're asking about traveling to the Florida Caribbean. I'd love to get on a boat and go all over the Caribbean. That'd be incredible. So yeah, eventually one of these days I would definitely like to do that. Let's see. What else have we got here? There was another. Ever considered a lifted van? Rick, sure. You're asking about that. Yeah, I mean, those lifted vans are great. The thing is that, with like a, let me see, is this thing working? Hang on one second here. Hang on one second. Oh, I thought my router went down for a second because my video froze. So I was like, oh no. But yeah, like the vans are awesome. It's just that I like the mid-size trucks just because they're just smaller and more nimble. And the vans are great. There's nothing wrong with them. I've got friends that roll in lifted vans, but it's probably not for me. All right, let me get this one and pin. It's kind of cool. YouTube lets me pin these up now, which is nice. All right. Oh, East Coast 60 GS. That's cool, man. Yeah, I enjoy getting together with Phil and collaborating with him. He's a good guy, and we have a good time together. So I look forward to getting together with him again in the future for sure. All right. Do you have any problems with your MSR water filtration fibers? Oh, to Kenny, no. What happened with my water purifier is the hoses cracked on them finally. But I mean, I had that MSR Guardian for like 5 years. So instead, what I have coming now is the Icon, the jerry can, the Icon jerry can with that has uh, the purifier inside of it. And so, and then it has a little pump on it, and you just pump it up, and it just goes the water right through it. And so I've got one of those. I tried to order it when I was at my buddy's place in Arizona, but DHL wouldn't deliver to his ranch, and so I got returned. So I'm having it sent here to my friend's place in Colorado. All right, let's see what else. What do you do if you have to go somewhere you can't bring Sierra? Well, this is a good question. So what do I do if I go somewhere where I can't bring Sierra? The answer is I don't go there. It's like I tell everybody, I'm like, Sierra and me are a package deal. Wherever I go, she goes 100%. And so that's what was limiting when I was doing side hustles before the content creation took off, you know, living out here on the road. It's like I had to find work to where I could do, you know, I have Sierra with me. So that's like the landscaping stuff, the ranch work, working for the town of Crested Butte. Like all those jobs let me have Sierra with me when I was out there. So that way I could keep an eye on her and she didn't have to sit in my truck all day long or have to go to like a dog daycare center or anything like that. So I just want her to be with me 100%. And I figure if she's not allowed somewhere, then that's fine. I just won't go. All right. Let's see. So Noah, you're asking me about which bumper or which company I went with for my bumper. That's Brute Force Fab, based out of Clovis, California. And if you get, it's just bruteforcefab.com to get on their website. And they've got the standard bumpers and the high clearance bumpers, like the one that I have, which the high clearance bumper you cut off like that about a foot of the lower quarter panel in the rear, and so that gives you a better departure angle when you're getting out of steep stuff. So, all right, let's see. What else? What do you do about? Oh, so this is a good question, Jared. You're asking about SUV builds like Sub Overland. I think SUV builds are great, and you know, SUV RV and my friend Tristan, he's been rocking an SUV for a long time. And the nice thing about SUVs is you don't have to get out of your vehicle to get in the back. And so, like with the truck that I have, and you know, with the topper, I have to exit the vehicle and then get out and then get in the back and get in. So it would be nice to be able to get up to camp, park, and just hop in the back, especially if the weather's bad. So I think the SUVs are great. I mean, especially if they're four-wheel drive, you know, there's nothing wrong with them at all. Oh yeah, so PR 4470. Yeah, I would love to. Actually, you know, when I lived in California, my friends and I, we used to go down to Baja California all the time, and or Baja Mexico all the time, and go to like Las Gaviotas and different areas to surf. And then I love Mexico, and I love Central America too. I've been to Costa Rica and Nicaragua and all that stuff, so I'd love to go back. I'd love to travel down there in my truck and just kind of hang out on the coast and just go all over and just kick it because it's so laid back down there. Definitely love Mexico. All right, let's see. What else have we got? So Silver Runner, you're asking me about the road shower and if I use that in the wintertime. And you know, it does freeze up, but it's surprising how much that will warm up in the sun. So like, you know, I'll wake up in the morning, it will be frozen in there. And then by the end of the day, if it was sunny all day and around like 30 degrees or something like that, that water in there will be roughly 60, 65, which that's not bad, you know. And I haven't ever had any issue with any of the seals in the road shower breaking. And that road shower, that was like, I think that was a Kickstarter. Let me do this. I'm gonna get this going so you guys can actually see me. So that was a Kickstarter that I've had ever since they got that company going. I guess Yakima bought road shower now, and I guess their prices went up quite a bit. But anyway, but the road shower works great. Like I like it, and I don't really use that in the wintertime though. What I'll do is I'll heat up wood, or I'll heat up water over the stove here, and then I can do like kind of like a a sponge bath shower back here, and then also too, hitting the hot springs in the wintertime, you know, you got to shower up there, so that's pretty nice. So let's see. So Lucy Ball, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they did on the scamp. So, like I said, we're gonna connect tomorrow, and we may camp together up here. I'm not sure. We'll definitely camp together in the next couple weeks. So, all right, let's see. Let's see. So, Andy, you're asking me about what's the longest I've gone without seeing someone. I think the longest was 8 days that I went without seeing somebody, and I got kind of crazy. So right now, I like to do like 3 or 4 days before, you know, like kind of like that's kind of the max that I'll do, and then I'll go into town and chat up everybody at a coffee shop, and I'll be like, "Who's this strange guy that's not from here talking to everybody like crazy?" And then I'll be like, "All right, I got my people fixed," and I'll go back to the back country. So let's see. So Almi, you're asking me about you know, which gonna land or topper. Probably the topper. It's gonna take a while to find the land that I want. So I want to find something that's really cool and way out in the middle of nowhere, and but still has cell reception, so I can do uploads and all that stuff. So it's gonna take a while to find that. But I'm excited. Should be fun. And then Pat Miller. Oh, I appreciate that. It's welcome to come down to Mexico post pandemic, of course. Yeah, this pandemic, who knows what's going to happen with travel going forward? It's definitely crazy. So, hey, B, do you think it's easier or harder today versus 5 years ago when you started to live off YouTube channel like you do? You know, I think it really depends. I've got friends that started up YouTube channels like a year ago, and they're making enough money to support themselves out here. For me, when I got my channel going, if you look at the videos that I first started doing, it was all like how-to videos, and that only caters to a really small group of people. So you got to cast like a really wide net with your videos if you don't have a large subscriber base to try to get those views. And you know, it's tough because you don't want to just rely just on YouTube income out here, because it can fluctuate. You know, like the wintertime is really good because everybody's at home watching videos, but the summertime it wanes. And so in the wintertime I post a lot, and I try to look at this more as like a job and a career. And so I've started working with different sponsors. Like you'll see the little paid promotion in some of my videos, and it's nice. It's like I get repeat contracts with them, and that's great additional revenue, and it's enough to where it's significant. You know, it's like it makes a big difference in my budget. And so it took me about 4 years, well, about 3 years really, for my YouTube channel to take off to where it's like I wouldn't need to do any side hustles. But what's nice is that during that time, it's like you build up your affiliate links, and then I built up Patreon, and there's like, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, and then like different companies that I've worked with on stuff like WeBoost. Like I always get a couple sales out of that per month, and those are big ticket items, so the commission's good. So it's like you get these different sources of revenue coming in while you're working on your YouTube channel, and then when YouTube hits, it's like all that other stuff is just gravy. And so I do think it's hard to do this. I don't think it's just like, there's no recipe for it. Like, you know, I think I know people that have really great channels that just don't get the views for some reason. I don't know why. And then other people that I think that don't really have that great of channels get like insane views and lots of money. So it just kind of depends, I think. But if you do it, what I can say is be authentic. Like don't try to copy anybody else. Like use your own style. And I don't watch a lot of other overlanding channels except for like my buddy Phil, and then Full Send Alaska, you know, Tim up in Alaska, and then a few other people. But other than that, I don't watch any other channels like this because I don't want to have it to where I'm like copying somebody, because I would look at a video and be like, oh, I like that, I'm gonna incorporate it. So instead I watch a bunch of like boxing channels. I watch the World of Boxing, Modern Martial Artist, that's a really good one, Motive Media Boxing, and then different stuff. Like I'm such a dork, I like old wrestling, like WWF wrestling, and so I'll watch all those old YouTube videos like Macho Man and the Road Warriors, and it's crazy. So anyway, but yeah, I think it's kind of hard to get the YouTube going, and it's just, you know, it takes a while, so it's a long game. All right, let's see what I missed out on. I think I might have had a few questions back here. So CM, how's my health doing? You know, it's doing okay. I'm gaining more weight. It's just slow. I'm only up to like 153 pounds. I'm 155 with clothes on, so it's 153 pounds, which, you know, it's an upward trend, but it's really slow, and so it's just tiring me because I wear out real quick. And Sierra's doing good. I mean, there's no more blood in her urine, which is great, and it seems like the crystals are under control that are in her bladder. So she's on. She just was running around like crazy, having fun. So everything seems to be going in the right direction, which is good news. So I'm pleased about that, because for a long time things were not going in the right direction. All right, let's see what else we got. That's right, Sierra is the boss. That's right, she sure is. So Reese, you're asking about the snow and how deep can the snow get before you can't pass through it. You know, it really depends on the snow. If it's that type of snow, it's like the cement that has tons of water in it and tons of moisture, then that stuff can really act like just quicksand around your tires and just really lock you in. If it's really light and fluffy and super cold out, then you can usually blast through that powder and nothing flat. So it depends on the type of conditions that you have. So if it's really cold out, you're fine going through pretty much anything, as long as you've got enough horsepower and you got some clearance. And if you have skinnier tires, obviously that's better than wider tires. If you're on any sort of ice, it's like, or I'm sorry, excuse me, snow, it's like packed down, but you're spinning on it, deflate your tires down to like 10 psi or 15 psi, and you'll have more surface area on it. You might be able to get some traction. So. All right, let's see. What else have we got here? What's up, Ray Anderson? Hey, but I still need to go pick up those stickers for my buddy, so I apologize. I haven't done that yet. I'm back in the area, so I'm going to go up and see my friends. So, whoops, let me unpin this real quick. All right, cool. See, Alan, you're asking me if I'm doing anything for Thanksgiving. No, I'm not doing anything for Thanksgiving. I'm just going to be chilling here in the tent. I've got enough wood and resources to set up for 2 weeks here. So I'm going to do that. And then probably after the 2 weeks is done here, go stay at a hot springs for a little while, maybe run a yurt. And then after that, head back to Arizona and hang out with my friends the middle part of December. So going to be up here for a little bit at this campsite and just kind of hanging out. I got all the supplies that I needed yesterday. So like, I don't have to leave here for quite a while, which is great. So, all right, let's see. Let's unpin there. Let me see what else have we got. So Noah, you found off-grid land in a gated community near TA. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Near Elvira Lake. That's cool. I heard that area is awesome. All right. Dad, that's crazy. I didn't know that YouTube changed that. So let's see what else have we got. Hey, I'm going to live out of a truck winter, spring. I'm young and tight on money. What are my must-haves? Okay, so this is a good question here. For anybody who's looking to live in their vehicle, and especially in cold times, if you're tight on funds, just get a bunch of layers. Like if you layer up, if you put 2 sleeping bags inside of each other, like you can pretty much weather any conditions. So that's good. If you're looking, that's tough. Like, what do you need? You kind of need a power source. I mean, you don't want to be turning your truck on and off the whole time, to run power. So a power source would be nice. Even just like a small little lithium-ion battery, something to get you through the night if you need to plug in and get power for whether it's a phone or a headlamp or something like that. So a power source would be good. The wintertime, you can get away with just rocking a cooler. You don't need a fridge. And so the cold weather will keep your cooler nice and cold. So you can do a workaround with that. Let's see what else. Wool, just get everything wool, like wool blankets, wool gloves, wool hat. Get wool tops. They last forever. They're fire resistant. They hold 80% of their heat retention properties when wool's wet. It's like a super fiber. So get wool and get layers, and you'll be in good shape. All right, let's see. Let me unpin this. All right, what else have we got? Mike Tyson fight. What do you think about that? This is gonna be a good one. So I'm actually gonna get that Tyson fight, the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. I'm just interested to see how those guys, if they're 50% as good as they were when they were in their prime, then it'd be an amazing fight because those guys were crazy. I loved watching Roy Jones Jr. That guy has amazing quick reflexes, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. So I'm gonna get that this weekend for sure. All right, let's see. What else have we got? What state am I in for Deb? I'm in Colorado at the moment. No knockouts on the Tyson fight. Let's see. What? Who won? I think Tyson's this weekend, isn't it? It's on the 28th. So Okay, we got some weird people commenting here. Put user in timeout. Just heads up, if anybody puts any stuff up about the rapture or conspiracy theories or anything like that, I just put you in timeout because I just don't want to deal with that. All right, let's see. What else have we got? Okay, so Sally, a lot of people ask this question, like what's the tent that I have? This tent is a Bighorn 3 from Cabela's. It's an outfitter's tent, and then the stove that I rock here, this is the 4-dog. It's a 4-dog stove. It's a 3-dog DX model, but they don't make that anymore. In the steel, it's only made in titanium now, so it's a little bit more expensive. That stove made in steel is only $250 with the side shelf and the stovepipe and the damper, which I was like, that's a smoking deal. So the guy knows what he's doing up there. He's from Minnesota, and he's been making these stoves in his garage forever. So, and then David Messer, that's cool. Or Vaughn, talking about the old ones like Bulldog Bob Brown and all those. Then Harley Race. Harley Race was a tough dude. So that's fun. I love watching that stuff. I'll watch those highlights all the time. And then Jim Cornette, he has like a really good podcast where all he does is tell stories about that stuff. So it's better than tuning into the news or any of that crap that's going on right now. Let's see, what's on my Thanksgiving menu? Well, I do have that Italian beef that I could cook up in the pressure cooker. And so I may cook that up probably tomorrow. And I want to give some to Baron and Elsa because Baron really likes it. And so I'll give them a little bit of it, and then I'll save some for Thanksgiving Day and just kind of chill, maybe watch some football around here because I've got the Fubo account, so I can watch TV from out here. And so I got that just for football season, so it's got the NFL package on and everything. So I'm gonna watch football on Thanksgiving Day and then just kind of hang out and just chill here with Sierra. All right, let's do a few more things here. Let's see. Let me put all these people in timeout. A few more questions, and then I'm gonna log off and could get some dinner going. And I'm pretty sorry. Let's see. Let me show this. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see with the light like coming up and then trying to look at the computer there. It's kind of hard to do both. Let me go through the comments real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, so Zulu Black, this 10 is the Bighorn 3, and it's by Cabela's. So just look on Cabela's website. They've got it on there. All right. Why not get a smaller RV like a Scamp? So it's a big gym. There's nothing wrong with those small RVs. It's just the thing is I love being intense, and I love the wood stove in here. It's kind of like a throwback for me. I feel like like a grown-up Boy Scout, basically, and it's just a ton of fun. Now, obviously, you can put a stove in a Scamp or something like that. I don't want to have a trailer. Don't ever want to pull anything behind my truck. I'd rather have everything in my truck, so that way when I pack up and roll somewhere, then I don't have to come back and circle back to get a trailer. So that's why I've held off against that of getting a trailer. I'd love to have all the room, but it's just not for me. So. Let's see. So Rick, you're asking about how many days can I get with the full charge on the Blue Eddy? I can get about 4 if I manage my energy right, and that's with the EB150. If I had the 240, it'd be like 8 days, which would be great. So let's see. Blue Eddy 150 is enough to. Yeah, Michael, the EB150 is enough to run a small fridge and a few lights, phone chargers, heated blanket, no problem. And there's actually, I think right now it's on sale for like 20% off on the Max Oak website. If you go to maxoak.com or maxoak.net and look at the EB150, I think it's still on sale through Thanksgiving, so you can get like $300 off or something like that. So, all right, a couple more questions here, and then I'm going to go ahead and log off. So, all right, cool. Looks like we're actually all caught up. All right, sweet. Let me just go through the last few. All right, cool. So Danielle, you were asking about my cell and internet booster. So I don't have a cell phone. What I have is I have a router, and let me come over here. I'll show you. It's well, here I'll go grab it and I'll bring it back. So it's from a company based out of Columbia, down in Columbia, the country. It's a little route. It's all I have is a little SIM card that I put in the back here, and it's an unlimited data card from Central America, and that works up here in North America on the AT&T network. And so you do that. It's 800 gigs of high-speed data per month. Excuse me. That you can use for a hotspot, and you can connect up to 20 devices to it. And so it works great. I've been using it now for like a little over a year, and it's just netbuddy.co. A lot of times he doesn't have capacity, like he sells out as soon as he gets more bandwidth. But if you keep an eye on that website, they'll post when they're gonna put up some more availability. And so that's what I would recommend is one of those, or like Ubify, UBIFI.net, I think is what it is. Ubify is another one that does the same thing. And then Unlimitedville is one that does it, but they're really expensive. If you go to unlimitedville.com, it's like $200 a month, which is crazy. I pay $65 a month for this. And then for the boosters, you go through WeBoost. It's Wilson Electronics. So the WeBoost boosters are amazing. They do the best. I've never had an issue with mine. It always takes like 1 or 2 bars and bumps it up to 4. The data is super fast. So that's what I use for communications back here, and it works really well. All right, let's see. What else? Do we have any more questions that came in? I think we're good. All right, cool. I think we're all set up. All set up. Oh, Joe, you're asking which router I use. Let's see, it's a ZTE router. It's the ZTE 249 is the model number. So that's the router I use. This is the old version. They've got a new one that has like antennas on the back. It picks up the service a little bit better. So anyway. All right, we've got to block some more people here. There's some weird people on here. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and log off here, but you all can expect videos from me every day except for Thanksgiving Day. I probably won't post one then, but I'll be posting videos up here, and I've got some killer winter footage from today. I also got a new drone. I got the Mavic Air 2. A bunch of friends had suggested that I upgrade to that instead of the Mavic Mini. And so that drone is awesome, and I'm getting some great footage. So, and then I've got the GoPro 9 coming. That just came in the mail at my buddy's place. I'm going to upgrade my camera gear for this winter camping season. So you can expect a ton of stuff coming up. And thanks everybody for tuning in. And we're going to go ahead and log off here. So y'all have a good night, and I'll have a video uploaded in the morning. It's going to be a video that talks about the EcoPower fridge, the one that has the lithium-ion battery that you can take in and out of it, so it's truly portable. And then a little bit about the ranch, me leaving the ranch and then coming here and some snow and stuff like that. And then we'll get into the winter camping stuff over the weekend. So that's all that stuff's coming. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I hope you all have a good night, and we'll do another live stream next week. All right, thanks.